Okay, we're here with Isla
Wait, am I going to shut the door?
Maybe.
Relax.
I can't
have the door open.
It's like pre-ejaculation. It's pre-ejaculation. I got so excited. I almost came.
I'm erectile dysfunction. I'm like, what am I going to say in this? I'm the exact opposite.
Don't worry. We're going to guide you. We're going to guide you.
Thanks,
You're
Bobby.
in safe hands. How long are you here for?
Till tomorrow.
And then you go back to London?
Back to London. You have been there a lot and not texted me. And
I
I see on your social media. And
I text you every time I'm there.
You do? People tell me like, oh, I hung out with her. I saw Chelsea.
I said, come to Glastonbury. I said.
Yeah, you look like you had fun.
Oh, I did.
It was Stella's birthday the other day.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
She FaceTimed me. She tried to convince me to come to New York 2 weeks ago for her climate award. And she almost got me. I'm so easy to rope into shit.
Yeah.
I realized I was sitting there with her, I'm talking to her, FaceTiming, and I'm like, she's like, just come in for one night. Just come for one night, Chelsea. Jane Fonda's giving me the award. It'll be and I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, no, I'm not coming to New York for a night. I'm like, stop this.
Yeah, I know.
This strong-arming.
Get yourself to Paris for my fashion show.
Oh, I know.
Wait a moment.
Let's start this conversation outing Stella McCartney.
No, we love her.
We love Stella, but Stella is always asking for someone to go somewhere to do something. And then I say to her, I'm like, okay, she asked me last year, I was in London, and she's like, you know what? Would you do this campaign with me where you're just nude? You're the only one who has the guts to be nude. No fur, for her veganism or something about, saving. I always lie and tell her I'm not eating meat. And then I do. Because it's easier, right? It's easier than having the conversation.
If you wear a feather around her, forget it.
Yeah. She doesn't like any of that stuff. But to her credit, she does incredible work. She makes all of her clothes without animals. And she's very, she's very moral about the climate and about...
Yeah, and her activism, she says what she means. She stands by it.
She's
not one of those kind of hypocritical activists.
But as soon as I told her that she had to pay for my hair, makeup, and flight and hotel
goodbye.
in London, I didn't hear from her for like 3 weeks. I didn't hear another word about it. So that's Stella in a nutshell. And
I didn't say that, everybody. That wasn't me.
I didn't say
Stella,
it.
I still love the handbag you sent me.
This is Chelsea Handler. This is Chelsea Handler saying it. But at Glastonbury this year, because I texted you because now you're living in London, and I was like, come to Glastonbury. So we all stayed at this hotel that's 45 minutes away, okay? Yeah. And we get there, and Stella had sent all of us clothes. And so all my closet is filled with all of Stella's clothes. And I'm so excited. Yeah. None of the sizes fit me. Nothing she sent me fit. So I left the hotel, and I left all the clothes in the closet. And then the woman that runs the hotel texted me and said, hey, you left all these Stella McCartney clothes in the closet. I said, give them to the staff. I told her that they don't fit me. I told her, look at Isla's like, ah.
By the way, with me, she'd be like, you finished wearing them? Send them back. I would never have got to keep them.
Wait. Then a month later, my assistant texts me and says, Stella's assistant is asking where the clothes are.
Yes, I told you.
I'm like, I left them in the hotel so that somebody could make some good use out of them because it wasn't going to be me. Listen, I've told Stella
this is getting trimmed. If this stays in the podcast, we're done. Goodbye.
You're innocent. You're not saying anything. It's just me. So you're safe, Isla. Isla's here to promote her new movie, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Because you just did this movie. You did Now You See Me, Now You Don't. You missed one of these because this is the third one,
I was pregnant
right?
with Monty.
You've been pregnant a lot in your life.
I try to stay
honest.
pregnant continuously. Some people love to work. I just have another baby and no one will notice.
But now you're free to work because the kids are growing up.
The kids are grown up and, and I'm at a new chapter in my life and I'm just trying to kind of re-establish who I am as somebody who enjoys performing and writing, and it's been a whole thing. It's I've got a whole new identity.
I know. I love it. And you filmed that fun movie with Leslie, with Michelle Buteau.
You should have been in that.
I know. I should have been in it. Nobody ever asks me to do movies. I never get asked.
You would have been we had so much fun. We shot it in Australia. It's called Spa Weekend. It's John Lucas and Scott Moore who did Bad Moms and The Hangover. And it's just really funny ladies having a really fun time. Yeah. Although there was a tornado or a cyclone rather in Australia.
In Australia.
While we were there. And we were on lockdown in this hotel with Paul Rudd, who else was there, Jack Black, the cast of Anaconda, the cast of there was basically 4 movies. So imagine it's what's that movie with Ruben where they're all on an island? Anyway, imagine a bunch of sort of actors, precious actors in a hotel shut down for 6 days.
actors from all different movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that must have been
It went from
fun.
charades to, let's just say, there wasn't enough tequila in the bar to keep everybody happy.
Is it fun for you to shoot in Australia? Because
It's really fun.
you grew up in Australia, but
Yeah.
you didn't move to Australia until what? You were 6?
6, yeah.
And you're Scottish.
Yeah, I have like a super complicated cultural identity because like my parents are Scottish, but I was born in Oman. And I was raised between Iran and Sarawak and Brunei. And then we kind of moved back to Cambridge, England randomly. And then we immigrated to Australia, to Western Australia, which is the most isolated city in the world for reasons my parents have never quite disclosed.
Why did you guys move so much? Was your dad in the military?
Around that time, there was some sort of talk of a Cold War. I mean, it sounds so paranoid, but my mom was convinced that our lives were, there was going to be a nuclear war and that we were safe in Australia.
Really?
Yeah, but yeah.
But so why were you born in Oman? Who was
So
from
my dad
Oman?
worked for the UN, and
Oh,
so
okay.
so he basically was in banking, but he would travel to, we were always in, Papua New Guinea. We were always kind of growing up and in different, I guess, cultures till I started like primary school, maybe like year 2, and then we were sort of solid until I obviously then traveled the world and became a clown.
Oh, that's right. You went to clown school
Yeah.
too. First of all, how does it work with all of your family reunions when you get all together? Can you understand a word anybody fucking says?
No, it's definitely, and my mother's on her 3rd husband. It's definitely
Is she?
like, yes.
Really?
Yes. And so it's
Oh.
definitely like a very much a dysfunctional but deeply loving, very, multi-generational and quite eccentric group. But we all sort of, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love and we all put a lot of effort into seeing each other.
There's a lot of love and dysfunction.
Yeah.
There really is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
dysfunction. Because otherwise, if it's not dysfunctional, I mean, I don't know anybody who has a normal functional upbringing.
No.
And that was like, unless like some older white men will say that. They'll be
But
like,
they're just lying.
Yeah.
are they?
Yes.
Or do they not notice how the dysfunction? Because I wonder if some people don't notice the dysfunction. Women are much more in tune with dysfunction, I think.
Well, I do think a lot of people do notice it, but they choose to ignore it. And it makes them feel better to feel wholesome about their family relations rather than, to sort of accept the fact that we might all be, broken in different ways and that's okay.
Yeah. And it's okay to remain broken. Like, you're not fixed in life
No,
ever.
ever.
Just when you think you've got it now,
Yes.
you get fucking hit in the face.
Yes.
I mean, that I speak from personal experience when I say that. Like, I feel like the last book I wrote was so about female empowerment and
Yeah.
like just really how to get to know yourself, how to love yourself. And then I'm literally in the middle of like a nervous breakdown because of this stupid fucking house I'm building. And it's
Oh.
caused me so much drama,
Really?
trauma,
Oh.
an emotional toll. Yes. And it's like, wow, I really thought I had fucking shit figured out.
Wait, but what could possibly cause you that much drama with a house?
A house I bought from RFK Jr.
Oh,
It's
so it
cursed.
was cursed.
It's cursed.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's definitely cursed.
And,
It's been
was
4
there
years.
just Tylenol just scrubbed out all
It's
over?
there will be by the time
Yeah.
I get done with it.
You
There's
probably-
yeah. I took Tylenol throughout all of my pregnancies, I want to say, on the record. So what do you feel like? Do you feel Australian? You must, right?
I think my sensibility is kind of Australian. Like I'm gregarious. I'm kind of like laid back in some regards. But then I do have that kind of, my mom was she was one of the first women that went to Cambridge. She's very educated. My father's I come from a kind of like a sort of in a way, bit of an academic background. So the Australian thing is a little more like, I feel like I identify more with like the surfing and the outdoor lifestyle. And honestly, just like Australians are just really friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yeah, they are friendly.
They are. They're really friendly.
Do you think people are friendly in London?
I definitely think that it's a different kind of friendly.
Well, you went from LA to London.
Yeah.
So LA friendly.
Definitely friendly. I've still my LA mates. I love them. I pop into town for a few days and I get bombarded with like love texts.
LA's more fun
Yes.
to visit than to live, I think.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I think
Particularly post the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you must be grateful that you're not living in the States during this kind of
It's
political
definitely
upheaval.
it just feels like everybody's got a very loud opinion and they want want to discuss it. And there seems to be, in London, people are a little more, they're more, people don't reveal their political beliefs necessarily, their religious beliefs. They're very careful to put civility and connection above, whereas here in LA, sometimes it feels a little like someone's opinions become their identity, and therefore if you don't share their values or their opinions in their mind, that you therefore don't like them. There's not a sort of separation between church and state, so to speak. And I find that is now I just don't want to fight or have a different opinion. I just want to connect with people. I don't know whether it's with everything I've been through for the last 2 years, but I just want to feel like we're all just together in this, which we are.
Yeah, we are all together in this. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even guilty of it myself listening to you talk about it because, I can if I hear somebody is, a Trump supporter or something, I'm like, no, I don't want anything to do with that. I need peace. I need my own peace. But at the same time, it's nice to not even have that be part of the conversation at all.
And you don't really want to isolate yourself and find yourself in a bubble where you're only with like-minded people, only because then you create an emotional bias where you only filter everything you hear or read or see through the lens of this is already my decided opinion. And as we know, the best thing about having opinions is they're flexible and open to new information. And so it's important to keep conversations going and not just get off on your own little tangent and think that you're right. But you are always right. That's what I love about you. You've never been wrong in any way.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you acknowledging that.
I've known it my whole life. Every time you say something, I'm like, yep, that's it. She's right.
The last time I saw you, I bumped into you at Wimbledon.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were having a great time.
I had the best time at Wimbledon.
Isn't it so much fun, tennis?
I know.
I fucking love going to tennis. I love day drinking.
Yep.
And I love socializing.
Yes.
And I love that tennis is so civilized.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not like a rugby match or, the golf that happened, the Ryder Cup was so embarrassing on America's behalf because people were screaming, yelling, that's golf. But
Oh, gosh.
I don't watch golf.
No, but also there's something about, I think it's a collective silence of tennis. You're watching a game where there are thousands of people watching and you can't even hear them breathe when the serve happens because they don't want to put off the player. And that is just as someone who's done a ton of theater when I was younger and just been on a stage and had to cry in a scene and had crew talking, someone opening chips. It's an amazing thing when you've captured an audience and you just all are so respectful that you're going to be just so quiet. The quiet is just amazing.
Communal energy, everyone's focused in the same place.
And especially at Wimbledon, because there's a level of decorum that supersedes any of the other Grand Slams, because Wimbledon is a little stuffy, but I love that kind of stuff. It's not stuffy in a negative way.
No, it's
kind
fun. It's pompous and ritual. And
Yes.
I also, although a middle-aged ginger lady apparently fainted this Wimbledon. She was in the overhead light of the sun and there wasn't enough, water brought to her. And of course, everyone's texting me is it you? Were you taken out?
Oh.
I'm like, no, I was in the VIP, bitch. Relax. I had a shade, a canopy, a bowl of Moet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw you get after those canapes. She was like, is that a canapé? And then went after her. She was in a different suite, came to see us in our suite, or maybe we were in the same suite but far apart.
I stalked you. I heard you were there.
I loved it. How was your time in London?
Can I just go back to canapes? Love a canapé.
Yeah.
You know what I'm not into though? A cheese and pineapple skewer.
I don't like pineapple
and
anything.
triple layer dips. There's some things that just should never be food combos that should never be enjoyed together. And what Wimbledon does well is they don't mix flavors. It's a strawberry and cream, or it's a cucumber and bread. It's keep it simple, people.
Yeah, I don't like pineapple with anything. I don't want pineapple mixed with hot food.
No. You don't like a pizza?
No.
Controversial.
But
that's cheese and pineapple. Right, it's very different. Cheese and pineapple. No.
That's cheese and pineapple too,
No,
Isla.
a skewer is a dry, cold, unpleasant. It's visually unattractive. It's very different to a melty, gooey, I don't know. I don't know what
you're wrong right now.
Yeah,
I just want to say.
I just want to say she's always right.
She's right.
What are you cooking? Do you cook?
Yes, love
at
to
home?
cook.
You do?
I love to cook.
What do you cook?
Well, at the moment, I'm big into what do I do at the moment? I mean, I'm a mum of 3, so it's kind of I get up and kind of sort my week out. So I'll freeze a couple of tomato sauces. I'll freeze a chicken stock. I'll do things in advance, and then I'm just super simple, pastas, meat, anything. I can cook anything.
Okay, I want to talk to you about being a mother. What kind of mother do you what do you think your superpower as a mom is?
I definitely
as
do
a
not.
mom, I should say.
I definitely do not have a superpower.
You do. All women have superpowers. And do your kids call you mum or mom?
Mumsy or mum.
Mum.
Yeah.
Or mom?
Yeah, no, mummy actually. Mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mummy, like British,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. I think is that British? I think that's more Australian.
Is it? Well, I think it's British and Australian.
Yeah,
because
probably.
everyone,
same
in America, it's mom.
Yeah.
But
what do you think I'm good at as a mother?
What do you think your strengths as a mother are?
I mean, it's really interesting that you asked that because obviously all I think about are the things that I regret when I go to bed at night that I wish I'd handled differently. I think overall my strength is that I have tried very much to reinforce anything they do to sort of align it with, you must feel really good about how you did this. You must be really proud of you. So they're not searching for external validation. They don't need, mommy likes my picture, therefore my picture is good. No, I'm proud that I drew a picture, therefore my picture is good. I just try to sort of separate and create a world in which that they listen to the voice of, they have a beautiful relationship with themselves. That's maybe my goal. Not saying it's a superpower. And then my other superpower is maybe like, I'm really good at like switching off, like pretending that I can't hear anything, like just getting in the bath and like, mommy, and I'm like, I'm in the bath. And by the way, it's a great technique because when they finally get to you, they've resolved it. They've sorted out who has the TV remote. They know where the apple juice is. They didn't need me to jump out of the bath, scamper downstairs, find everything. And what you don't do for your kids, they do for themselves. Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem. So when you were a little girl, did you envision yourself having 3 children?
I always wanted kids. I was a nanny when I was 17 for a 3-week-old baby. And I used to babysit my nieces when I was about, 12. And so I always loved kids. I've always loved kids. I just always think like, it sounds awful, but when you get to my age, I feel like I've met so many amazing people. And not to say that everybody's really similar, but you kind of realize you can kind of predict someone's nature almost right away after meeting them, or at least what they're like. But a kid is like, it's like opening up a present. You have no idea what's inside. They're just so original. They think in this like totally unique, magical way. And so I love their naivete, and I love their they just say the truth. I find children amazing.
Yeah.
Her face is like,
no, I like to hear mothers talk about loving being a mother. I think it's really important because,
and you love their friends as well. You have this like community of like, particularly when they become teenagers. You don't just have yours. They come home with like 4 looking at the ground. It's like, it's amazing. It's
how do you handle social media with your kids?
I mean, it's very difficult. That whole thing is just, and
that's something that I like just don't understand how parents can even deal with.
I mean, we all know the statistics. There's nothing I can say that's original on that. And we all know that the benefits, the capitalistic benefits that are being made from like targeting women and their body images and how the algorithms work and how they impact our self-esteem. And really all you can do is flag that. But it's that fine line. If you isolate them completely, then socially they're not necessarily in the same conversation as their mates. And so then you're just basically creating a situation where they can't really – I mean, they all have these platforms where they arrange things and they meet up. But it's terribly cruel. Like, you can see who your best friend is. And I mean, my personality would have not survived social media as a kid.
How do you handle social media as for yourself as an adult in this industry?
I mean, my feelings do get hurt. Like, I'll pop on something and see everybody went somewhere and I wasn't there, or I do get a little bit of that, or I see another actor's out there doing something and I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't even showered yet and it's 3:00 and someone's come out with a best-selling book and a Lycra brand and is now like the ambassador for China. I'm just like, the fuck am I doing? But I think ultimately you just got to just try not to tune it out. I think just like at the moment, there's just so much noise on that platform. Like, whoever has the most explosive opinion, whoever has the most extreme hyperbole or uses the most, like has the wackiest opinion, it floats up, hits the top of the algorithm and everyone sees that. So people are motivated to be super loud about things that just like we used to just like be chill over. Right. And now that makes me feel really like anxious. So I'm not on it that much, to be honest.
Yeah, it's good to taking the breaks from social media are like your level of happinus is
exponentially
immediately.
Exactly.
Immediately. Like I did it this weekend. I was with some girls in Canada. I went to Tofino and I was like, I was so stressed about my fucking house and all the money out the window and all.
No.
I know it sounds stupid.
No,
but
it doesn't.
It's just like I feel like I'm being robbed. Do you know what I mean? Like over and over and over again. And that like no one really has any respect for my mental well-being, like the emotional, like everyone's like, it's just a house. It's just a house. I'm like, it's worse than that. There's a grounding aspect that's missing. Like you're groundless. You're without anywhere to land.
By the way, I really do agree with that. And I was thinking the other day when I had a bit of a rocky day, when you get jet lagged and you're awake in the middle of the night and everything feels much worse than it is. And I did think I was trying to sort of ground myself and ask myself, like, where am I happy? Like, come on, Isla, where are you happy? And I realized, like, I did circle back to when I am in my house, I am always happy.
Oh, really? In your house in London?
Yeah.
And that's a new house.
Wherever I make a home, but like wherever like my things are and my family is, and I can make a cup of tea, and I don't know. It's just something about that. So I get that. I'd be really discombobulated too. It's terrible.
Yeah. So how has it been living in London? Because you have a group of friends here in LA, of course. Yes. And you have a group of friends in London too.
Yeah, I love my English friends.
So it's so great that you have friends everywhere.
Well, I think there's something about when you make a big switch in terms of like going from being married and not being married, you are like naturally, you're just more drawn to people it's hard to sit with like smug married people when you're single. It's like, I don't want to see you guys like, oh, honey, do you need sunblock on? Like, no. So I guess I'm now like my crew that I hang out with in London. They're just a little more, they have the same lifestyle that I do. They're single moms. And so, and it's really nice. And it's really, it's a different, I still love my LA friends, obviously, but they're away and my ride or dies are really here. But I am enjoying like, finding, commonality with this new group of women, and they're great. The women have like got me through the last 2 years. My friendships have been just so important to me, and I keep talking about female friendship with all my friends and every woman I meet, and we're all on the same page.
Yeah. I think as you get older, the more you realize how kind of useless men become and how valuable women are. Women are gay men are useful. And, and there are some young men out there that are a little bit more, they've gotten the software update that we talk about. Like you need a software update after 50 as a straight white man. You do. You need an update. You don't understand the way things are working. There's a shift happening, and if you don't see it, then you're against us. But I think we all like, it's just a coming of age kind of story where you just realize how much more reliable women are, how much more comforting women are, how much more insightful. You take something like, we can dissect something almost ad nauseum, but it's kind of fun to dissect something and overanalyze the situation and get everyone's perspectives. Like the way one person looks at something is completely different. And instead of having like a flat reflection, which is what a lot of men do, they kind of just look at something and they're like, well, duh, that's brown and that's over there. I wouldn't think anything more about it. And you're like, no, there's definitely more to, I know personally, like I can overcomplicate things. You know what I mean? Just for the sake of kind of drama or conversation. But that's what being a woman is sometimes. It's having overcomplicating things. It's kind of, and no one gets women like other women. So you're not the first person to come on here and say that. A lot of women feel that way. And it's very buoying during difficult times.
Oh my gosh, it really is. I'm so grateful.
And the other nice thing is meeting new friends as you get older. Like it's funny how you can constantly make new friends. And you can just
at the beginning go, hey, here's something about me. Like, because sometimes you'll meet a new friend and they remember that you have a new day at work tomorrow and they send flowers and then they text you that it's one of your kids' birthday and you can just put the kibosh on it straight away and go, you can inundate me with this amazing stuff, but I'm so disorganized and busy that it's likely that I'm going to drop the ball on your birthday. And if you still want a friendship with me, I'm here, but please don't be disillusioned. Like, I'm so open about what my strengths are in friendship. Now I'm just upfront. It's like almost like dating, but with women. Like I just go, okay, this is what I'm great at. This is what I'm not great at. And like, I just don't, it's not that same feeling that when I was younger in my friendships, I was always like, everybody remembered that we were supposed to do this and I got the day wrong and, all of that stuff.
Right. Well, you have 3 children also. I mean, anyone's expecting that, they're an idiot anyway. I like the idea of, I was like sending flowers the day of a new job. I'm like, who's fucking doing that?
No, people do.
That's amazing.
Girlfriends do. They're really thoughtful. Turns out there are really thoughtful people out there.
So tell me about this movie. Now you see me, now you don't.
Yes. It's a little magic. We need magic.
Yeah. Well, you're also, I was going to say, I mean, you went to clown school or mime school.
Well, they're not
so
the same
that's not
thing.
magic, but in my mind it is.
Yeah.
My mind,
I can see that you could draw to a conclusion. They're totally different.
Clowns and magicians are over there on that side of the room.
Well, let me help you out a little. They're very different crafts, and but they do perform a similar function, like acting. We're playing make believe, and there is that suspension of reality. And obviously, what we love about magic is this like kind of conflict in beliefs. Like, here's something that you know to be real, but then your eyes are deceiving you and you're seeing something different. And I think that conflict does create a kind of appetite to watch our story, and our story is full of great magic. And I play Henley.
And the magic is real in the movie.
We had world-class magicians that came and taught us everything. Obviously, some of it's enhanced, but yeah, we worked really hard on the magic.
Which, especially in the age of like AI and CGI and everything CGI, to have these like practical effects is really exciting.
It is really exciting. And honestly, I really enjoyed this movie just because it's like the story's good. I don't know whether you guys feel this, but I just feel everything I've seen on streamers and stuff lately, I'm just like, the plot's not quite there. This is like somebody actually wrote and crafted a plot that's genuinely, like if you heard it as a radio play, you'd be gripped. As well as it's fun. And there's like pretty people doing tricks. We've got new horsemen, these amazing kids. They're so talented.
And did you work with some of the same people that you worked with on the first one?
Yeah, we got the same Now You See Me cast, and Henley's back. It's so sweet.
Isn't that fun to work with the same people like camp?
Yeah. And by the way, we've all kind of become like parodies of ourselves, or like more extreme. You know when people get older and they just get like become a little more like an exaggerated version of themselves? I feel like
I like exaggerated virgin. Yeah. I like that. You become an exaggerated virgin of yourself.
I wish. But Dave is definitely like even more Dave, and Jesse and Woody's like so Woody now. Like Woody looks like he's playing Woody.
Woody is really Woody is really Woody.
Yeah.
And anytime you meet that guy, you're just like, wow, you are really yourself.
Yeah.
That's so funny. We'll take a break and we'll be right back with Isla Fisher. And we're back with Isla Fisher.
Yeah. We're back. Oh, wow, that was a really quick break.
We all just took a bath together. Yeah. That's what we do on our commercial breaks.
I braided your hair and then unbraided it.
And the kids did not bother us.
Yeah.
We take callers. We're giving advice on this podcast.
Oh,
okay?
You guys should really listen to me. I've got my shit together.
You do have your shit together. You do have your shit together.
Well, our first question, this one's just an email, but comes from Antisocial Mom.
Oh.
Dear Chelsea, my daughter is 9 and has an adorably close relationship with her BFF, who is also a fantastic kid. Her parents, however, being around them is absolutely brutal. They're socially awkward, we have less than nothing in common, and trying to hold a conversation with them is actual torture. The girls often request playdates on the weekend, which is usually fine if it's a drop-off situation, but some playdates involve a lot of bopping around and going to the beach, so I feel like I really should be there to help out. They've offered to take the girls solo, but I know the extra hands and eyes would be appreciated. My daughter's friend also deals with anxiety, so I can't take the girls solo myself, which would be way more fun because she likes a parent to be close. I know this sounds shitty, but you don't understand the gravity of their brutalness. The girls have been friends for 4 years, and believe me, I have tried. So should I just microdose mushrooms and go on the play dates? Should I let them take the girls solo? P.S. I love you, Antisocial Mom.
This is another reason to not have children, to deal with other mothers. I mean, seriously. I don't know. As a mother, what do you say to that, Isla?
I think 9's really old to be going on a play date for an extra set of hands. I'm sorry, Mom, but like you're not changing a diaper unless there's a food allergy, unless there's a body of water, which the beach sounds shady. But like I'm pretty certain your daughter can advocate for herself that if there's an issue, she'll not want to go on the play date again. I'd be like, goodbye, have a cocktail and stay home.
Yeah, I would say, listen, if those people are probably feeling the same exact way that you're feeling, if the interaction is that awkward, that they're going to be welcome. They're going to be welcoming your absence. Yeah. So like, if it's not a match, it's not a match. Don't push it. And if they're friends, like that friendship is enough. That friendship probably provides enough to that family. They're happy their daughter has a friendship that she wants to spend time with them. And if they're willing to take them to these places, great. Yeah. Then do that. And if she has anxiety and can't go with you, even more of a reason that they should be taking them places.
And also the daughter that's modeling not having having anxiety and having no issue with separation from her parents is a great example on the daughter with anxiety. So you really want to continue that, because eventually they're headed in the same direction. That other shy girl will come out of her shell and want to play date solo soon.
Yeah, and also 9 is too old to like. Why are you?
Yeah, 9 is quite for a girl. I mean, if we're talking about a boy, but a 9-year-old girl, you know.
All right. Well, our first caller is Nicole. She says, "Dear Chelsea, I've got big cis problems that go back to just about the beginning of my lifetime, and it has sucked hard. I've only recently, after relearning to self-soothe in healthy ways, become aware of just how much the bummer dynamics between my sister and I have fucked shit up for me big time. She's about a year older than me, and we're in our mid-30s. After a long phase of numbing myself as an adult, I've come to realize my sister's jealous, malicious, and greedy energy still plays way too large of a role in my life. Friendships, work, romance, family, and I need big-time relief from it ASAP. How horrible is she? Example, she would hit me when we were kids, but more recently, she named her daughter Colette. When I told her I was honored she named her kid after me, she laughed in my face and claimed she didn't. My name is Nicole, and it's a family name that goes back generations. Clearly, she'd like me to disappear and be forgotten about. She's driven by sibling rivalry, but despite all this, I love her. She's my sister. I've let go of expecting our relationship to improve. Of course, I still want that, but I in no way have ever consented to her rudely taking up so much space in my life. What's a girl to do? I've confronted her about it, and I've tried going to therapy with her. When I confronted her, she called me crazy, and in therapy, she acted manipulatively and without any apparent interest in true healing, so I ended it. Last I saw her and my beloved only niece and nephew, her gross, Trump-loving husband kicked me out of their house for unapologetically being myself, and she yelled at me nonsense ego trip style on the porch. This was a couple years ago. Since then, direct contact has included only happy birthday wishes and some cool presents and notes to the kiddos. The amount and frequency with which their bullshit has rudely interrupted in the good things I've had going on has been baffling and enraging. I've gotten better at counting my blessings, keeping on, all that jazz, but the loneliness I feel in all this has been overwhelming. Any help dealing with this nonsense is super appreciated. Muchas gracias for all the good lulls and your lovely work, Nicole."
Hi, Nicole.
Hello. It's an honor.
Hi, this is our special guest,
Hi,
Isla
Nicole.
Fisher.
Howdy.
Hi, nice to meet
Whoa,
you.
that's so cool. It's a total honor to speak with all y'all. Thanks for having me.
Look how cozy you look. Are you
Yes.
drinking a cup of tea?
Coffee tea.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like
Kind of
whiskey. I was like,
lunch.
even better. Even better. You look like you're in a very warm and cozy place.
Yeah. I've got a sweet little mountain home up here, and autumn weather's rolling in, and it's getting to be sweater time.
That's cute. I like that time of year for you and for me. Well, your sister sounds like she has a lot of her own issues that she probably has to sort out. So is there any way for you to kind of just limit your exposure to her?
Definitely. I mean, I have been at the point of limiting contact to just happy birthday once a year from my end. And there's been nothing from her to me for years anyways.
Wait, since the Trump, sorry to interrupt. So after the Trump fight on the porch, that's when you guys cut off contact. Then you send the birthday card and some gifts to the kid, and she doesn't reciprocate?
Well, one, I don't have a Trump fight with her. I think she's actually pretty disgusted by all that. But yeah, before the fight on the porch, I tried to go to therapy with her. That didn't work. She hadn't reached out to me for anything other than maybe a happy birthday or two for years. And then, you're right. Since then, this is a lot. Excuse me. Since then, it's been me just saying, happy birthday to my sister and sending her kiddos presents for their birthdays.
Nicole, can I ask you, why do you think that she's sort of like taken up so much space of your mental space, your emotional space, especially now while you guys aren't in contact?
Well, it bothers me, and it's been hard to sort of rebuild after super bummer losses and stuff like that. Rebuild like the happy, my happy garden, the cool parts of my life to better distract myself with. Though I have been making progress with it. I'm just, one, she's my sister, my only sister. I love her. Like, I'm not banking on our relationship getting better, but of course, there's no way for me to totally lose hope about it. And I guess maybe another reason has to do with like her having the only kiddos in my
Yeah.
family and on her husband's end too. So I think she's very much got like the generous, cool old people in our families and just anyone, we all love kids. We all want to see them happy and well supported and stuff like that. So yeah, that probably has a lot to do with it.
I think that there's a loving kindness meditation you can do for people who wronged you. You know there's that loving where you're sending them love, you're sending them happiness and safety and all of the things that you would wish upon someone you really did love, which is you do love your sister. You want, good things for her. It clearly interferes with your own sanity and your own peacefulness to be interacting with her. So I would take whatever break that she's giving you as a gift. Like to reframe it in your mind as like, this is a gift that has been given me to protect yourself from more hurt and more pain coming from them. The kiddos aside, you can keep sending them gifts and hopefully maintain some sort of relationship with them. Although that's all you can really do without, going and exposing yourself to that family. And I'm sure I don't know, is the kid old enough? Is it a boy or a girl to be alone with?
I love that advice. Thank you. Yeah, that is a great way to look at it. Yeah, the kiddos are the oldest ones just turning 9, just turned 9.
Right. So you're not going to be spending time alone with them at
I
this
can't
time.
steal them yet. I do look
No.
forward to those days, though.
Yeah, I just would really focus on actually trying to just send positive vibes her way without contacting her. Like that there's nothing positive that she's bringing to your life thus far. Like it looks like you have like a really cozy retreat that you have set up for yourself. And some of the biggest insults in our lives come from people who do not deserve our ire. Like they just don't get it. Like you don't get my anger. You know what I mean? When somebody really hurts you, they don't get the benefit of my pain. And I think that's something that you have to like imprint on your mind. Write it down and put it on your fridge. Like this person isn't thinking about what's best for you. And so for you to be preoccupied with it isn't helping you move along. You should be focusing on the things that make you happy. Whatever your hobbies are, whatever you're into, double down on all of that, but always sending her love and light. Like that's all you can do to be a good person and to keep your side of the, street clean. But just take the absence of her in your life as a sign that the universe is protecting you from being involved with her, because it sounds like you've had some painful experiences with her. Wouldn't you agree, Isla? When somebody somebody wrongs you, whether it's a family member or someone you don't know well or a really good friend, they don't get your ire. They don't get it because it's not worth it. They've already proven themselves that they haven't earned it. So I would just write that down and write down your feelings around it and keep it somewhere close so you can check in with yourself and remind yourself of the reasons why you're better off not having her in your life in that way. Yes, she's your sister. Yes, you'll always love her, but you don't have to expose yourself to her.
And yes, be flattered by the fact that she's, I guess, engaging in sibling rivalry. It means she's, as much as her life looks maybe from the outside to have ticked a few more of the kind of boxes with the kids and being like married or whatever, that like clearly your family value those, that doesn't prevent her from probably looking at your life cozied up in what looks like the cutest free people tan hoodie whatevs. She's probably looking at that furry snuggle muffin going, I wish I was having a tea, not like on my third round of Monopoly with some kid.
Yeah. She's probably looking at you and like, oh wow, you're free. You didn't marry a Trump supporter. Yeah. Look how free you are. Look at your freedom of choice.
Yeah.
Look at you getting home to be in a peaceful place where you don't have to listen to that nonsense.
Yeah.
I'd love to share this with her. I'd love to like help her find that own freedom for herself. But you're totally right. I can only do that from a distance at this point,
And also, if you change your expectations, you're going to be less disappointed.
That is so true. That is the greatest piece of advice. I've been trying that lately.
Yeah. One thing that helped me recently when I was in a similar situation was, and I don't know exactly who this would be for you. For me, it was my acupuncturist, and she does some energy work as well. But she actually did a cord cutting ceremony for me with some people that I was having a difficult time with. And it really genuinely helped. It was something I had been talking to my therapist about for months and months and months, and having the sort of like severing the energetic tie was sort of the last piece I needed. I needed the therapy too, but this sort of helped me feel a lot better about it and just detach from sort of the results of what was going on in the relationship and just be able to sort of detach.
I do also think if you have tried distance for a period of time and it's not working and you do really love your sister, you maybe be open a little to trying another tactic. Like I know you mentioned you did therapy, but maybe it is worth having another conversation, because sometimes like things don't work and we just get stuck in a rut, and you only have one sister. Sorry, contradictory advice.
Isla.
Sorry.
Wow.
Beep. Imagine
Isla, you just told me I'm always right. I can't. Yeah, lower your chair, please. I mean, I can't. I don't understand what she's even talking about now.
I'm sorry. No, I just feel like guilty. I've got 2 daughters and they're like best friends right now, so I just couldn't help.
You don't have a sister though, right?
I don't.
You have
That's probably why I
brothers.
love my brothers.
Yeah.
I'm very close to my family.
If you guys want to go intervene and help her out, I'm totally in support.
We'll get her on the line.
Get her on.
Yeah.
It's hard in this.
That'd be amazing.
You should have her.
Call
See if
her.
she'll call in with you
Right now.
and then we'll do a 3-way. But we don't give unsolicited advice. We actually need the people to call in because I mean, we can't solicit.
Yeah.
We need to be solicited. But
I'm a total fan of that happening. That would be great. Personally, I feel at this point I've exhausted all my options. I've exhausted myself, exhausting my options like multiple times.
yeah, it sounds like it.
Thanks for the great advice,
Yeah.
though. I did write down the
Okay.
cutting ceremony.
Yeah, look it up. See if there's somebody in your area that can do that for you. That sounds like a great idea.
I'm sure there's some energy worker in your mountain town that will know what that is.
For
so,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I love that. Thank you.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks, Nicole. Take
Bye,
care.
Nicole.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for rocking.
No problem. Bye. So contradictory,
Sorry,
Isla.
but that's welcome to my life. I know. Why I'm a mess.
No,
I'm a
you're
mess,
not
but
a
I
mess.
just pictured like if she continues on down this path, don't you realize like how do you heal if you just cut somebody off?
But if somebody's an unwilling participant, what are you supposed to do? Like if
Yeah.
someone's not willing, like she's tried. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you give your effort, like you can't
I'm
spend
terrible though. I'll be loyal for. I just go and go and go. I'm just like I make it work. I know.
But
Well, that's a
being
good
in this sort of
quality.
like, difficult situation with her sister, it's like it almost takes up more mental space
Right.
for you because you're like, I've cut them off. This is my boundary. And you think about it all the time. Whereas if you can get to the point where you just have a talk and you're neutral, even if you're not having much conversation with them or re-engaging in relationship, it sort of just turns off that noise. At least for me, it did anyway.
I do. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think cut the cord, then name your baby after her.
That sounds like a great idea. Will you edit Isla's initial response to this
I
woman?
will. I'm just going to cut it. All right. Well, we have some other badly behaved parents here. So Kelly is our next caller. She says, Dear Chelsea, my husband has a big family that's very close, and his parents love getting everyone together as often as they can.
That sounds annoying already.
Yeah. Filing for divorce straight away if I was her.
He has 3 sisters, and we all have kids now. So the gatherings have gotten larger and, of course, a bit more chaotic with that many people and kids involved. One sister-in-law has 3 kids, 11 and under. Her style of parenting is, well, non-existent. It's making the family get-togethers completely miserable to the point where I don't want to even attend family parties. Or if I do attend, it's making me want to drink heavily, and I'm trying to cut back these days, but that's a whole nother issue. The kids have issues that's just their nature, and obviously that's not their fault to be born that way. Anger issues, possible ADHD. The problem is these issues are not being diagnosed, so it's not being addressed properly. Then there's the nurture side of it. These kids are totally feral. I'll admit I micromanage my kids, and I'm working on stepping back some, but her kids are not being guided at all or raised at all. The TV's on all day long. They eat crap snacks all day. They have no respect for adults, and they wander off, kick and scream when they don't get their way. The list goes on and on. This summer at a family reunion, one of my sister-in-law's kids started chasing the 3 other cousins with an aluminum bat, angry, yelling, and ready to swing if she could catch them, all because she didn't want to be splashed in the pool. I don't see change coming from the parents anytime soon. They're oblivious to the fact that their children are an absolute embarrassment. I need your advice. Am I allowed to say something? Is it my place since I'm just the sister-in-law, or should I just distance myself from these events where they're in attendance? Thanks, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi.
Hi. This is our special guest, Isla Fisher.
Hi,
here.
Kelly. How are you?
Hi, I'm so excited to be on the show. Thanks for taking my letter.
Oh, you're welcome. I would probably, well, you're a parent. So, Isla, you go first on this one. What do you think about parenting other people's kids?
Like the kid with the bat. How old was how old was that little one with the bat?
10 years old, chasing, really mad and very angry.
And let me
Thankfully
ask, do
not
you
as fast.
feel like, because what are the real impacts on you? Is it more that they're modeling to your kids' behavior that could lead them astray? Because I can't work out, like, you could just obviously, I mean, I have come from a really big family and all my brothers have loads of kids. And so everybody parents in my family super differently. But we have like a rule where, you know, we're allowed to parent each other's kids, but we're all kind of pretty chill. So like no one really gets stuck in unless the stakes are high and there's like a knife to a head or someone's like hanging in a garage or drowning in a dog bowl. No one really. But I guess my feeling is for you, like it's interesting that this is like provoking something within you. It makes me wonder whether it's more that it's a mirror back to your own style of parenting, which you're worried maybe either too tense or is it more that it's the other thing that you think that this like motley crew of you know, this gang of as they sound whatever are going to just make your kids derail and you'll lose all control?
Right. Well, thankfully they do live farther away, so we only see them a few times a year, but it's that the parents don't ever chip in. Like I agree, it takes a village. And yes, if you see another child about to get hurt or maybe not being super nice to the other one, yes, you all step in, you all say something. I don't mind if someone corrects my children, but these parents, I would be raising the kids if I stepped in. It's just not, like, I don't want to, I have my own kids to take care of. And, you know, it's a difficult situation. No one says anything. Everyone thinks it's a problem, but no one's saying anything.
Oh, that's so frustrating. I feel the rage.
Yeah, that is frustrating. I mean,
I get so angry hearing that. I always say what I think. I've got ADHD, so it's bad.
If everyone feels that way, then you guys should all band together and tell them that there are new rules when you guys come, when you have these trips. It's only twice a year.
Yeah, it's an intervention.
So if they can't follow those rules, then they shouldn't come.
Oh my
and
God,
if you guys are all
right.
On the same page, you just make sure there's a list of things. You don't even have to direct it towards them. You should say before the vacation, here are the list of behaviors that we're not willing to put up with. These are the new rules moving forward as combined families, however many children you guys have together, which is how many?
In the immediate family, probably 9 kids.
Great. Perfect reason.
Yeah.
Perfect reason to make a list. And these are the acceptable behaviors. If and when anything outside of this happens, you won't be invited back. And if you don't think you can, and it's not directed at them, this is to all of you. You know, somebody puts the letter out and this is to all of you guys so that they're not being targeted because it's not cool. It's really not your place to tell somebody else how to parent. You know what I mean? It really isn't. It's not helpful. But if you guys are all like, if there's a set of rules that aren't being followed, then they can choose to not participate, you know, and then you have a reason to call them out if they do choose to come and to break those rules and their kids are, one of them's running around with an aluminum bat, then you have every opportunity, you have every right to go, whoa. We just saw what's going to be acceptable behavior and what's not going to be acceptable behavior. But you have to get everybody on the same page and all the other families. Or your other option is for you to opt out of that vacation and not go.
Yeah, and that's funny. In your books, you've mentioned the ground rules for your vacations and stuff. That is a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to refer you to my last book. I wrote a letter to my whole family.
Brilliant.
Yeah. These are the rules moving forward.
This is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I'll send you the letter. You don't even have to write one. You can just copy and paste mine. It's perfect. I mean, people send it to me tell me all the time they send it to the families, but it's true. Like I stopped going on vacation with my family members who didn't want to abide by those rules. Then I'm not paying for your vacation. Then I'll go on vacation with my own friends. I don't want to go on vacation with fucking children anyway. You know, what do you think you're doing here? Like, seriously, if I wanted kids to drink my alcohol, then I'd be running a fucking campsite. I mean, honestly. But I think you should try that first. Try to get everyone on board just as more of a general set of rules for everyone, for all of your kids, that it's acceptable to intervene if there's going to be violence or if there's danger or if somebody, you know, like we want to have each other's backs within this like small community family that we have. It's only twice a year. It's not hard to follow rules twice a year and see if that makes a difference.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I do want to nitpick about one little thing here too, because in your letter, you refer a lot to the sister-in-law, but assuming that both parents are in the picture, correct?
Yes.
They have a dad too. And so make sure that these rules are not just directed to the moms, that they're both parents are included and blamed.
Right. They're both so unaware and it's insane how much they don't pay attention. I think they'd be like, what are you guys talking about if anyone said anything?
Yeah. And just remember, like, the thing that people don't listen to is when they're judged. When you tell somebody this, I can't believe you did this. This isn't how you do it. That doesn't help anybody blossom. It's when you share that helps people, you know, when you share, you almost like want to put the problem back on yourself, like you're dealing it with your children, which is fictional. That doesn't sound like what's happening, but it's almost like you want to position it that way. Like, I don't want my kids to be out of control when they're around all of their friends. I want them to have manners. I want them to look every adult in the eye. I want them to say please and thank you. Like you have a set of rules for your family, and that's a great set of rules for a group trip. It's not about shaming them or saying, you know, how they're not paying attention, how unaware they are. It's more about how you want to lift the standards up for your own family.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, those are all good approach ideas.
Okay, so yeah, get on that and see what happens. Maybe you'll get a different result.
Cool, that sounds good. I appreciate it.
All
okay,
right, thanks,
wonderful.
Kelly.
Thanks for calling in.
Good luck, Kelly.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Isla, how did you and your brothers come up with that? Did you guys agree that you were going to be able to parent your own children?
No, we just sort of, I think because it was staggered, people gave birth at different times. And so it just became, it's practical too. And the sisters-in-law are really cool, and there's not many egos in my family. So, like, no one's going to care and like, how dare you say that? I don't know. Like, we're all pretty chill.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lucky.
But I have to say, like, we do let our kids misbehave. Like, we're not like a French family. If you came, you would definitely not want us on holiday with you.
Well, maybe I would. Maybe I would at least, that would at least be real and in my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not somebody like stealing alcohol and then shoving it under a rental house.
Oh,
you know,
terrible.
like empty bottles of beer under a rental house that I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So no respect for other people's property. I mean, that was many years ago, by the way, so that's not fair to say. But actually, I have plenty of recent stories too. Okay, we're going to be right back and to wrap things up with Isla Fisher. And we're back to say goodbye to Isla Fisher.
I love you. I love you. Nice to meet you.
The movie is called Now You See Me, Now You Don't. It's the third installment, but the second installment for Isla. And then the other movie is called
Spa Weekend. Spa Weekend. And I have a movie called Jay Kelly out, but I just have a little cameo.
Oh, Jay Kelly, that's
I have
right.
two scenes in it. No, just a little one.
But
I just did it for fun.
that movie's supposed to be incredible.
It's great.
Have you
Noah
seen it?
Baumbach. I haven't seen the latest cut. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. So I've had fun, and I'm hoping everyone comes to see this one. I think it ticks all the boxes.
Well, I'm glad that you're having such a good time working, and I'm glad that you're having such a fun life.
Thank you. I am.
And you're an independent woman now.
Yes.
And you're thriving with your new life in London.
And my over-the-knee boots.
And I just love it. And I love seeing you always.
Oh, text me when you come to London. Nice to meet you.
I will. I'll text you and Stella. Stella, this episode's for you.